Hey guys, so today I'm going to film a random talk video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about all of the TV shows that I'm currently watching and my thoughts and predictions for them for 2015. Now before we get started, I just want to say, spoiler alert, if you have not watched the most recent episode of any of these TV shows and don't want spoilers, please don't watch this video because I will probably spoil them for you in one way or another, I guarantee it. And so, yeah. I just wanted to put that out there just in case you watch any of these shows and you don't want any spoilers, because I know I hate it whenever I get spoilers, and I know it's my own fault for getting spoilers because I spend too much time on the internet, but yeah, just wanted to put it out there. So I have 5 TV shows that I'm currently watching, and these are the shows that I'm going to be talking about today. So the first one that I want to talk about is Nashville, and this is the most recent TV show that I have started to watch, and I basically just watched from season 1 to now in the space of like a week, I think, and oh my god, it is really good. It took me like one whole season to actually get into the show like properly, because it isn't that dramatic at the beginning, I don't think, and then in season 2 it does pick up a lot more, and then in just that last episode that aired, the Christmas season finale one, the winter break finale, that episode turned everything upside down. That one episode was like 10 times more dramatic than anything that's ever happened in the rest of the series. And can I just say, I'm so glad that it is, because this is the kind of drama that I live for. Literally, if a TV show is not dramatic enough, I definitely lose interest, which is probably why I like the TV shows that I do. But yeah, Nashville is crazy right now, and I'm kind of obsessed with it, and I really can't believe that I have to wait until February to find out what happens, because this winter finale was insane. So yeah, let me just start talking about some things. I have everyone's name written down here because literally something dramatic happened to like every character on the show, so I feel like I need to talk about all of them. So the first person I want to talk about is Layla. I really hope she's okay, is my first point. Second point is I hate Jeff Fordham. There are many reasons for this. One of the main reasons is, one, he slept with Juliet whenever she really didn't need that in her life. 2, he slept with Layla, who was kind of asking for it, and that was kind of sweet of him, but at the same time, he then went and gave her drugs, which is a bad thing. And then Layla mixed up with alcohol, and then she ended up laid down in a full face down, and Will had to save her, and I really hope she's okay. And if she's not, and she ends up dying or something really bad happens to her, then I'm blaming Jeff Fordham because it's all his fault. Basically, that's what I'm saying. And yeah, I just really hope she's okay. I really like her. She's like one of my favorite characters on the show. So if she was to just like get killed off in some way or something, that would be horrible. So yeah, hashtag pray for Layla Grant. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. And then Raina, she finally broke off her engagement with Luke a little bit late, the day of the wedding, but that's fine. If that's what she needed for her to come to her senses, that's what she needed. I've been shipping Raina and Deacon from the first episode. Like, literally, they're meant to be together. I don't care what you guys say. They are meant to be together. I definitely shipped them really hard, and even though they were going to get together in season 2, Deacon ruined that, but now I just really want them to be together. I ship them as much as Maddie ships them, because honestly, they need to be together, like right now. Because if they don't get together, I'll be really sad, because then it's like, well, Raina, then why did you just break off the engagement to Luke? Even though I'm not a fan of Luke. But yeah, I don't know. And on top of that, Deacon, with his news about the whole, like, liver problems he's been having. I think it was cancer, maybe it was. I'm pretty sure that might have been what they said. I don't exactly remember. Something with his liver. Yeah, I hope Deacon's okay too. I don't want him to die either. I really have grown attached to these people, and for them to just leave the show would be unacceptable. So I hope Deacon's okay, and I hope he tells someone, preferably Raina. I know he doesn't want anyone to find out right now, but you know the way these things go. Someone's going to find out who he doesn't want them to know, and this whole thing's going to explode. But basically, I hope Deacon is okay, because if he's not, I'll be really sad too. So hashtag pray for Layla and Deacon. Then next person that I have to talk about is Gunnar, because, well, at first we thought he had a son, and it turns out that he doesn't. it's actually his brother's son. Like, that is such a mind fuck. But yeah, I feel really bad for Gunnar because he was like taking care of this guy as if he was his son, and then to find out that it was actually his brother's son, like that's really crazy. And I really hope that gets resolved because I mean I don't want him to be sad about that, and I also really want him to get back together with Scarlett. And this is just a personal thing because I ship them too, and the fact they broke up is just really sad. But yeah, I ship Gunnar and Scarlett, and I hope that Gunnar and his sort of son is gonna resolve itself too, because I don't need that in my life. Plus, that child's mom, don't know the child's name, I forgot his name. Gunnar's brother's son's name, don't know it. But his mother is the worst person in the world to dump her son on this poor guy that she was with, who isn't even the father of her child. That is awful. Like, I don't know why she did that. That's so mean. And I really hope she comes back because, bitch, get your son because he's not Gunnar's. And so, yeah. And then the last people that I have to talk about in Nashville are Juliet and Avery, who just got married. And it's not that I don't ship them. It's just that this came out of nowhere. Well, it didn't really come out of nowhere because Juliet and Avery are having a baby. But, I mean, do they really need to get married, like, right now? Because I feel like it's really fast, and I feel like it could go downhill really fast, and I really don't want that. So, there's also that. And that's what's happening on Nashville. A lot of stuff is happening, and I don't really know how to process all of it. I'm still kind of in shock, but I'm basically just saying, I hope everything turns out alright in the end. I hope that they write more songs. I kind of hope that Will just, like, comes out. Like, I'm really, really hoping he just comes out and accepts who he is and, like, divorces Layla and things are okay with them, because I feel like, one, Layla doesn't deserve to be married to someone who's gay, because that's awful for her, because technically she's his beard, and that's weird. And also, I really want Will to be happy, because see, whenever he was going through that time in season 2 where he almost wanted to commit suicide in front of that train, that scared me so much, and I was like, please just be yourself, Will. It's so much better if you are. So that's kind of my major hope for the rest of the season, that Will finally accepts who he is, because he really needs to. But yeah, that's kind of all my thoughts and feelings about Nashville. The next TV show that I want to talk about is Glee. Now, Glee just started back for its 6th and final season, and I gotta say, I was a little bit unsure about this, because with Glee, things can either be really good, or they can also be really bad. And an example of this would be season 5 of Glee, where it started off kind of good, and then after the Cory Monteith episode, it kind of went downhill. Like, really downhill. Like, that season 5 Christmas episode was the worst episode of Glee I've ever seen, and I can't believe I was even willing to come back for the rest of the season, but I'm glad I did, because at the end of season 5 it began to pick up again. So I was kind of hoping that season 6 was really good, because it is the final season. Also, because it has less episodes, I feel like they all need to be really good. Otherwise, it's going to be terrible, and it's going to end up like the finale of How I Met Your Mother. And we all know what happened in the finale of How I Met Your Mother, and that was awful. So, I'm just hoping the best for Glee right now. I hope it is going to end on a really good note, because it started on such a good note, and I feel like it would be good to come full circle. Which it kind of has. I watched the 2 premiere episodes of Glee, and I gotta say, it's amazing. I'm obsessed with it. Oh my god, Glee is good again. I love it so much. I'm kind of interested. I'm a little bit sad that they're all leaving New York, because they made this whole big deal about going out there, and now they're all back in Ohio, and it's just like, okay, guys. But yeah, I'm excited because Blaine's the head of a show choir, Rachel and Kurt are the head of a show choir, Mr. Shoes with Vocal Adrenaline, they're all going to be against each other. Like, how's that going to work? Because, you know, they always made the Glee Club win or come in last, and it's like, well, now you're going to have to, like, split them all up and make them, you know, compete. And it's like, well, what's going to happen with that? I mean, honestly, I just had this thought in my head that they were all going to come together, like the Warblers, New Directions, and Vocal Adrenaline, come together and make this huge mashup thing, because I feel like that's something that Glee would do, so that everyone was a winner. I have no idea. That seems like a lot of people to do one musical number, but I'm just saying, I imagine something crazy happening like that. But I do hope the best for Glee. Also, for the first episode, can I just say I kind of wanted your girl to join the Warblers. I forget her name, that's really bad. But I really wanted her to join the Warblers, mainly just because I think it would be awesome to have a girl in the Warblers. Even though that's not their thing, because one, Dalton is an all-boys school. Two, it's kind of tradition that the Warblers be an all-male group. But yeah, just a little bit sad, but I'm glad she's not leaving the show. My thoughts on the new characters are, I kind of like them, but I'm really sad that they had to get rid of the old characters, like Marley and Jake and stuff, because I kind of liked them, and like Unique, oh my god, I loved her, him, don't know what I'm going for there, but I loved those characters. They didn't even get enough screen time, I don't think, and for them to just be like transferred off the show is horrible. Except for Kitty. Kitty is still there, so it's not entirely terrible. But I will miss those characters. But the new characters they brought on to the show seem pretty cool, so I'm okay-ish with that. Plus, all the old guys are back too, and you know I love them. I was really sad when they all graduated because I thought they'd never be back, but they are. And that's what makes Glee Glee. But yeah, my predictions and hopes for this is that it doesn't go downhill at all. I want this to just keep going up and up and getting better and better, because that's what Glee needs, okay? It just needs to end on a really good season, and then I'll be happy. That's all I ask for, Glee. A good final season. And yeah, that is what I have to say about Glee. The next TV show that I want to talk about is Vampire Diaries. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Vampire Diaries is kind of getting even more insane. This season has kind of been like insane non-stop, mainly just because of this whole, are Damon and Bonnie still alive? Are they going to get out of that place? Damon got out, but Bonnie did not. And also there's this witch called Kai who's like kind of crazy because he can absorb magic, and he is all powerful and psychopathic and weird. Like I had like my ups and downs feelings about Kai. Like I kind of like him, but I kind of don't. But after that last episode, I kind of hate him so much. By the last episode, I do mean the Christmas episode, which is basically when Kai realized he could absorb all of the Traveler magic in Mystic Falls and become the most powerful witch of all time. And then he's going to merge with Joe. Joe's going to die. Kai's going to become the leader of the Gemini Coven. A million other people are going to die. Like, hello, we need to fix this. On the bright side, everyone can go back to Mystic Falls. But yeah, Kai is a sociopath slash psychopath slash everything crazy. I guess being locked up for about 19 years can do that to a person, but oh my god, Kai, you wanted to kill all your siblings so that you could become the leader of the Gemini Coven. That is one thing. Another thing is to come back and absorb all that Traveler magic to become more powerful and then kill everyone. Like, either way, Kai is always going to kill someone. And yeah, basically, I'm hoping that they stop Kai, and I imagine that they will, because this is Vampire Diaries, and no matter how terrible and life-threatening things are, they always manage to find a way to solve it. So they will find a way to beat Kai. I just don't think that way is for Joe to become strong enough to beat Kai in the merging. Also, can I just say, the merging thing, that's kind of weird. Like, this whole thing is kind of weird, but, like, if anyone ever were to walk past my room and listen to Vampire Diaries, it would sound really weird. So, yeah. The whole Gemini Coven is weird because, you know, you have to merge with your twin and then one of you dies and the other one becomes powerful and becomes the leader of the coven. Like, how could you live with that for the rest of your life, knowing that you killed your twin just so that you could become all-powerful? It's kind of mean. But yeah, that's happening in Vampire Diaries. Also with Vampire Diaries, Stefan's niece that he doesn't want anyone to know about. I feel like she's special in some way. She has to be if Stefan doesn't want anyone to know about her. Enzo kind of has this idea that something's going on there. And I kind of want to know too. Like, why is Stefan going so far as to protect his niece? What is that? I have no idea. My last thoughts on Vampire Diaries are that, how the hell is Matt still human? That is the main question I ask all the time, because Matt is like the only one who has not been supernatural ever. I mean, apart from the fact that he, like, wore the ring, that when you die you come back, I think he's worn that a few times, but, like, he's not really supernatural. Like, he hasn't been turned into a vampire, he's not a werewolf, he's not a witch, he's just Matt Donovan. And it's like, when is he gonna get something cool? Even Jeremy became a vampire hunter, which he's going back to. But yeah, Matt's kind of gone a little bit crazy with the whole vampire killing thing. So there's that as well. And plus, Caroline's mom, oh my god, how could I forget to mention that? Caroline's mom, like, potentially dying, that is out of nowhere. I feel like that was just totally random, and I really don't want Sheriff Forbes to die, because I feel like that's Caroline's only family, and it would be really sad for Caroline to lose her mom after everything. So yeah, hashtag pray for Sheriff Forbes, and hashtag pray for Layla and Deacon. Almost forgot his name. But yeah, I don't know. Just kind of hoping everything in Vampire Diaries turns out for the better. So, the next TV show that I want to talk about is Pretty Little Liars. And if you guys have watched any of the other videos where I talk about PLL, then you know this show is so, oh my god. And that is the only way I can ever explain PLL. Because this show just, I don't know. There's always something going on. You always suspect everyone is A. Like, you really have no idea. First things first, Allison is not A. We all kind of thought it, at least at one point. Don't lie unless you've read the books and you know everything. But, like, just think about it. Allison could be A. That is something that could have been possible at some point. And we all have thought it. And we all kind of thought she might have maybe killed Mona. But she's saying that she didn't. I have no idea. I kind of analyzed the clips of the killer in Mona's house from the end of the summer break thing, like whenever Mona was killed, not the last episode, but the last episode before that. Basically, when the killer comes into Mona's house to kill Mona, she takes down her hood and her hair is blonde, but in the two shots that it shows the killer's hair, it's different. It's like, in one of the shots it's long, but in the second one it's short, and then in that last episode with the video clip, her hair was short. So, who's this person that kills Mona? Is it Allison? I don't know. I was trying to tell from the video clip that they have of Mona and the killer, because they kind of have a small frame which would kind of make you believe that it was Allison, but a lot of people are also suspecting Cece just because of the hair, and that's the only clue that we have right now, the hair. And it's like, well, who killed Mona? Because I think we'd all like to know. And I also kind of want to know what's going on with Mrs. Grimwald, because she kind of came back and she kind of knows things, but I mean, she always knows things. I never really understood her, and I really don't like her. She's kind of creepy. But if Mrs. Grimwald can find out who killed Mona, that would be great, because we all want to know. And then that might give us a little bit more of a clue to who A actually is. Yeah. So yeah. Plus, Allison's in jail now, which is great. And it started the hashtag Orange is the new Allison, which is kind of weird. But that's what I've been saying on Twitter the past few days. And I gotta say, Allison behind bars, never expected it. But knowing A, they're probably going to get her out somehow. Plus, I watched the promo for the next episode. The knife. That's all I want to say. The knife. Oh my god. What's with that? That's all I have to say. Literally, with Pretty Little Liars, I can't make any predictions whatsoever, because I just know that whatever I predict will be wrong. And I always have 1,000,001 questions. Like, what's the deal with this? I'm trying to really remember what happened in the last episode, but it was really just everyone kind of feeling sad about Mona, and Arya's getting the laptop stolen from her. Gotta say, saw it coming, because guess what? When you try to find evidence about who A is, A will steal that, because A doesn't want you to know who they are. But I hope we find out, because this has just gone on too far. Like, you guys wanted to know who Gossip Girl was? Nothing compared to who A might be. Because honestly, when I think about it, I think of Pretty Little Liars and Gossip Girl being kind of similar in the way that they have this anonymous person that potentially ruins everyone else's lives, but they don't know who that person is. And then whenever you find out who the person is, you're like, shut up, I was not expecting that. And And if Pretty Little Liars is going in the direction Gossip Girl went, as in whenever they revealed the person, you were like, oh my god, how did I not know? And then you watch the entire season to see if there are clues to revealing who that person is, then wow, I hope they do it that way, because apparently A was in the very first episode of Pretty Little Liars, so whoever was in that first episode could potentially be A. I have no idea. But yeah, that's just kind of how I feel about PLL right now. And finally, the last TV show. I feel like I've been talking forever. The last TV show that I want to quickly talk about is Two Broke Girls. I still watch this show. I kind of lost touch with it at the end of season 3, but I found my way back. And there's not a lot to say about Two Broke Girls, because it's not like the other shows that I'm watching. Mainly just because Two Broke Girls is half the time of these other TV shows, because all the other TV shows are like 40 minutes long, and Two Broke Girls is only 20 minutes, and Two Broke Girls is more humorous than dramatic, and it doesn't really have like a really big storyline or anything, so Two Broke Girls is very different, but I do watch it and I do like it, and I guess I don't really have any thoughts on it, really. I'm just kind of happy that Max and Caroline have sort of figured out what they're doing, kind of. They got their cupcake t-shirts on the roll now, and things like that. So, you know, that's kind of going for them. I guess my predictions for that is that I really hope that they'll be successful eventually. Like, honestly, there's not a lot that you can really say about Two Broke Girls, because every episode is kind of really random and not really attached to the previous episode. Like, that Victoria's Secret supermodel episode of Two Broke Girls was really kind of random and out there. But obviously it was, you know, probably because they wanted to support the Victoria's Secret fashion show and be sponsored by them or something. But yeah, not much to say about Two Broke Girls other than I'm still really liking it, and I kind of hope that Deke comes back, because him and Max, I ship that. I knew that Max and Caroline pushed his dumpster off back to his parents' house so that he could be rich rather than give up his fortune and be with Max, but I don't know. I ship them a lot. And yeah, I think that's everything. Like I said, I really didn't have that much to talk about with Two Broke Girls, but I did want to include it, because it is a show that I do really like, even if it doesn't have, like, a proper, like, long plot line or anything like that. It's still good. I mean, I guess the plot is just Max and Caroline trying to work to get their cupcake shop in their dream, but, like, even so, like, it's like, sitcoms just have random things happen every episode, and it doesn't matter what order you watch them in, because they'll always make sense no matter what. And so yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite TV show to watch is. It can still be on the air, or it could be cancelled / finished. Either way, let me know. I might have watched it. One TV show that I will always watch over and over again is Friends. So, if you guys like that, let me know, because Friends is timeless, and I really love shows like that. I guess that's everything. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. So the first thing here is this pink thing. It says Birchbox Women's Health. Don't know what this is.